Alright, today guys we're going to be making a quick and easy bench to sit on, and we're going to be mark that rough angle there of what I want, and then I'm just going to be able to set that on my miter saw and then make those cuts. So you need four boards, 2 on each end, and then you're going to cut one of these in half, another one in half here. And then those 2 boards are going to be the top. So it's going to be real easy, real simple, and let's get to it. I'll have to clean these up a little bit. They got a little bit of a burr on them there. So I'll go through and clean those up. And actually we're only going to need, if this works out, we're only going to need 2 boards, because I got the perfect cut length out of that one board, and there's the end of it. So we had an inch to spare. So what I ended up doing was I cut at, let's see here, basically a focus 35, 36, 37, maybe 38 degrees, maybe something like that. 37, 38 degrees. And then I went 38 degrees, and then I just left the miter saw sitting at 38 degrees, and these are approximately 21 and 3/4, I'd say, roughly. So 21 3/4 from cut to cut. And so that ended up working out perfect. And we were able to get 4 of them out of one 8-foot board, almost exactly. Like I said, you got this cut off at the end, it's got that much left. So I'm gonna get these together, and then basically all we gotta do is rip another one of these in half, and that'll be the seat, and then we'll be done. So I'll get cleaning these up, and then I'm gonna put them together. Also, another thing, if you guys didn't see it, I just made a little, I used a scrap 2x4 and a C-clamp, and after I cut the first end off, and then I moved the board where I wanted it, and I cut it, and I just clamped this down up against the board, and that way each one I could just move it up against it and cut, and they're all exactly the same. Alright, I'm going to use this board as my straight edge so I can lay these out and then screw them together. I double stacked them because these are going to be double stacked, and I'll show you what I mean. I'm just going to lay those out and put a bunch of screws in them. I got 2.5 inch screws, and screw them together. Alright, so all we got left to do now is rip this other board in half. It's exactly 8 feet. So we'll rip this one to 4 feet, and then we'll have our top. Alright, so these are, since you cut at an angle, obviously these aren't going to fit across all the way flush. So I'm just going to take this board and I'm going to sit it flush against the front and leave the gap in the back. Alright guys, so here it is, finished. I didn't get the last part on camera, but basically I took a 2x6 and cut it down. And what you can do here is just let this hang over instead of putting it flush, and then it'll look all straight, because I did that thinking I'd like the funky look of it, and it just doesn't. It looks weird. But it doesn't matter to me, but just for future reference, let that hang over and bring it flush, and then do the same thing on the other side. Let this side hang over a little bit, and then it'll be flush. And on the bottom, I took some scrap pieces and tied them in through here. And then I cut another 2x6, the other half of this one, to size, and then screwed it in and toenailed it a couple of times just for good measure. And you could use the cutoffs from these, from making the legs. You can use those cutoffs down here for these scraps, but I had these 4x4s, so I just went ahead and used them. But you could use these cutoffs here if you really want to. Just cut them down and use those instead if you don't have anything else. So 2 2x10s and 1 2x8 or 2x6. So 2 2x10s, 1 2x6, both 8 feet long, and some screws, and you're good to go. Alright, just so you guys know, since I couldn't take it, I went ahead and fixed it. So now they're all flush. There you go. For anybody who's got OCD. Just one last note. What I'm going to use this for is I'm going to have it's going to be a garden bench. So I'm going to have a place for somebody to sit, and then I'll have flowers I'll have potted plants and stuff on the other side. And that's what I'm going to use it for. But just now that it's done, you know, just another note is I think this would make a really good kids picnic table for small kids. And I might make another one just for that, make a little kids set with some chairs. But yeah, I just wanted to give you an idea, some ideas there. So thanks for watching.